Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Best of Blizzard Rush has arrived for today's live summit event in the Crew 2. It's about to go for having a 5 Blizzard Rush events for only 5 hypercars and a street race discipline makes the return of the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 Interceptor unit will be featured for this week as part of the bundle event along with the Ferrari 488 Pista. Also to have 2 skills to be on a land base and a low altitude will be flying in to be on an airplane with aerobatics or air race discipline that makes the good share exact element from Into the Storm best of will be using with 5 street race event and a combo event will be using as a touring car discipline. But not to mention because it is going to be quite very good to have one last winter theme summon as spring coming in before stopping at March 21st. So I hope it is because it's going to get much more fine cold-tastic as we're about to have a nice spring start as we're about to go down before moving on to take the rerun in the Road Samurai will be coming up by next week. So pick your best hypercars and get yourself prepared and race into the winter to be face up in Blizzard Rush. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go for today's live summit event. Let's begin. Ever since I have uploaded 4 videos on Winter Runner, Flying Germans as the second rerun, Under the Radar, and Beyond Space altogether before catching up and move on in Best of Blizzard Rush for only 1 vehicle in the bundle event with 20% off at the discount and 314,719 bucks available. After being purchased the Ferrari 488 Pista, but now the Interceptor unit of the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 as part of Episode 2 in Season 1 of Motorflix The Hunt is about to be ready to drive on in to have 1 street race event to be take part in the Descent. 285 horsepower and the top speed 155 miles per hour. Drivetrain as the original to be listed as an all-wheel drive. But very good choice to have a Japanese cop car could be served to be treated as well. But I can't say because it looks so very good to have a patrol number 2811. Maybe I should probably have to add 1 vehicle and putting up to have a very good 2-part vehicle collection as part of the Interceptor unit. So let's get ready to go and head on in to be racing in Blizzard Rush. Okay, so first, ever since I just went down to do some changes during my investigation when 4 of my content videos are being exported and uploaded, so it also happens every single time that has skipping 2 or 3 seconds part as a glitch. Somehow because I've been working so very hard like having an everyday life until I'm about to be moving on to take this part of the next recording session. So here is the recap from Beyond Space to have a good rank in 6,378 place in 1,136,602 points to get 4 rewards including the light blue rewind tint and the 4 F-150 Raptor from outer space is now being acquired and adding up to have some extra earnings. So here we go for week number 7. And week number 8 will be coming up soon, so this is going to be one more event before the update will be coming up right here in March 2023. For having best of moments in Blizzard Rush, we'll be having 4 different rewards will be coming up to be on the next list. We'll be having more followers, legendary hap set for the powerboat, Masa MX-5 4th generation, and a no rules underglow to be listed as an epic vanity. Just to be having a quick preview for the next event in the second rerun in Road Samurai, so that should be quite very good to have the Nissan Skyline R34 GTR to be classed as a GT500 for the touring car discipline, and the Mitsubishi Eclipse Star Edition will be required as well. But I can't wait to get the new different addition onto the 4th vehicle was the Black Knight Edition in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution X. Okay then, so Start out to have 3 skills, we'll have to do the first preparation, and then enter to be participate in White Rock Hills to be racing in the mountain states to be start up for having a starting position that take place after event number 5 from Into the Storm. So let's go into the Midwest to be at Lake Erie Shortline for having a speed trap. Time for me to go and have my Chevy Corvette C7 Stingray will be prep up and be on the lookout for any skipping parts for only 2 or 3 seconds. But I thought it turns out to becoming much more perfection because of the recording glitch. But I just did some very much more changes to get it fixed. I turned the notification to be turned off on my PS4. Second, just gonna have to do some clip management to be deleting with some old content that I just don't use. But I did everything because I know it takes a hard-working stress to be as an ordinary YouTuber to be classed as a PS4 gamer. So I hope I could probably have to go and turn around to have the FD no rules variation on the Mazda RX-7. Gonna have to turn around, have the starting position to go right over here. Go to the options, and this time I might gonna have to grab the dragster onto the C7 Corvette. After all, because putting up with some vanities related to ice might have to do one last moment to be on the end of the winter season before spring coming in at any time. Just a reminder because March 21st is the first day of spring. So let's turn the engine on, have the blizzard, will be get ready up and go. Feels chill and going faster. Hang on. Clear traffic coming in and go high speed to be on a good clear airborne to be at the main get-go. Okay, looks like that's 325.2 miles per hour. That's one skill down, 119,712 points. That's very good. Now on to skill number 2 for the escape. We're heading back to be at the Canyonlands for having another round to be on the land-based vehicle to go for the escape. I know what to do, guys. Choose any kinds of different discipline, go for the hypercar, dragster, or Alpha Grand Prix whenever you like to pick. Speaking of which, maybe I should probably have to go back and choose the Alpha Grand Prix to be using with the KTM Expo R Alpha Grand Prix Edition. Gonna have to double check. Just gonna have to grab the Alpha Mark II. Switching up the parts, just to be in case whenever you might need the Nitro Chemist to be using with other kinds of hypercar vehicles. So let's drive away, seize the area, and gonna have to go by the number of distance by the yards. Yeah, so very electrifying to be on the main objective. Gonna have to kick it up and watch out for some traffic cars. Gonna have to make one quick shortcut to get there onto the main part of the highway road. Okay, there goes the rock. Just took a single hit. It always happens whenever you might need to use as a shortcut. Okay, good splendid to be well needed. Pushing up the boundaries and gonna have to keep driving onto the main path of the route. Don't have time to slow down. Just gonna have to keep followed by the objective, and here it is. 55 yards. That makes 5,505 yards. That will be a very good exactly correction. But don't have time for this because almost to be at 100,000 points to be going climb up to be at the platinum before Tuesday will be coming up by tomorrow. Only one day left, and that means gonna have to go with a low altitude at Colorado River for skill number 3. Grab any kinds of different airplane vehicles to go for aerobatics. Harman HR3 will be soared in at the ready. Fly very low, and gonna have to go a normal kind of a flight position, or you might gonna have to go for inverted flight to be added. Rack up the skills, just gonna have to seize a good position on the scale. Watch out for the water. Don't make any contact. Several boats and Rockies are in the way. Alright, very good. Just like that, and gonna have to stay by the multiplier times 3. Almost there. Looks like I just hit a 40,000 point limit. 44,767 points. Alright, looks like that makes a very good stunning moment to be off the charts. So good job, and very good to be cleared to have 3 skills to be yet in total. Alright, so let's get ready to race and have a hypercar discipline, including 1 street race to be part from Blizzard Rush. Starting out to have a normal event, we'll be participate in White Rock Hills. By adding up to have an extra, I'm not gonna have to go down to do the filters we'll be using with the Nitro Chemist swap part to choose on any other hypercar vehicles to be selected whenever I want. Just gonna go by pick. Gonna have to go by having my own mind to be recommend. So I hope I could probably make quite very good to be well selected, because I got everything to be well put up with some 2 editions like the Bugatti EB110 Supersport Anodized Edition, and of course to have the Silvery Edition to the Porsche 918 Spider. But after all, because that would be quite very good and much to be useful to have the Nitro Chemist just to be planned and exactly to be well boosted up to be putting up with some pure and having some excellent frantic and any kinds of increased perk by the FX. Just going to go and grab that first part of the Nitro Chemist and choose with the Proto Lucky One 2022. I never used this hypercar for a while, ever since from the American Legends, but still is a very good fictional hypercar, by the way. So let's go and race over to be at the White Rock Hills to be driving onto the highway before enter to be at Las Vegas. But not to mention, because this is going to be a very good exact usual moment, since every part of the Deem Summon for this part of the hypercar event for only 1 sprint race will be racing around onto the city of Las Vegas and the outskirts of Death Valley. So, as I ever tried out with a Proto Lucky One to be driving in free mode after the preparation, per level to be at 320 that has a good horsepower and 1383 in the top speed, 279 miles per hour. Handling is going semi-expert, just like all the other hypercars and other land-based vehicles. So I hope I could probably have to give it a try and do this part of the video segment, so just to be honest, to be on the lookout for any skipping part for only 2 or 3 seconds. Let's go for the countdown, and let's give that lucky one for having a good spin and drive to have a very good fortune.
Come on, you can do it!
Oh yeah, looks like that is so beautiful to be colored in gold. No matter how the car itself from Proto just actually to be named as the lucky one. But this vehicle sure does might be quite very good to be lucky ever since from episode 2 in American Legend season 5. The different kind of the chassis looks so very much more fine fortune to be on the inside of the interior view. But hold on 1 simple second, because I'm not gonna have to give this for having a shortcut, we'll have to give it a go.
Now gain some separation.
Okay, just gonna do this and get back on track to hop in. No matter how several players just tried out with this method, but will be my first time ever to use this. How pretty neat and pretty simple. Just going to kick it up and gonna have to go by the elevation to jump through. Hang on, just going to get back on track because that will be a minor setback. Okay, just gonna have to hop on inside of the steering wheel of the interior. So yeah, it looks so definitely might be quite giving a different role of a concept futuristic tech. I can't say because the inside of the interior view looks so very sharp beauty and awesome. I can't say because this might be a fictional American high-performance hypercar to be driving in the Crew 2. So beautiful and very much more impressive, and even the rims as well. Different kinds of the rims to be listed as official to be having some 2 different selection by the options. Gonna have to kick it up and gonna have to get back in to be on the highway. Going high speed. Top speed is gonna have to be much more exactly to be currently to be at least. Okay, splendid work. Gonna have to go improvement after taking one shortcut to get back on track. It looks so very fantastic to see how the Lucky One makes a very good racing spotlight to be added to the game as part from American Legend Season 5 in Episode 2. But the Active Wing spoiler is much more fine extreme performance that compares to the other hypercar vehicles such as the McLaren P1 and also the other Ferrari vehicles like the 488 Pista. Gonna have to kick it up and gonna have to do some braking points. There goes off the track. Gonna have to get back on the road. Finish line is just right up ahead. To get there, we'll be circled around back in Las Vegas. Alright, there we go. So I really hope if I could probably have to do a follow-up catch-up after this, but there's no time to go slow down because that might have to do exactly to be going much more correction to be at the 100,000 points to be added with 14,164,000 points. Well, exactly to have 100 points to be adding up to be on an extra. So that's one event down, 5 more to go, and let's get ready to go for having a Blizzard Rush event, you guys. I'll have to be sure to choose any kinds of hypercar vehicle will go by the recommend. But not to mention, because I just remember back then to be participate for having a celebration of Lunar New Year. But of course, because it's still the year of the rabbit, maybe I should probably have to go in exchange to carry over onto the Jaguar CX-75 Concept Lunar Year Edition. Parts has been switched. Gonna have to add things up and gonna have to go back to do this first ever event all over again, just like Rabbit's Party of Legends. Just follow the signs to have some fireworks, Golden Gate Bridge, and the Rabbit symbol. One shall remain. Let's go and take the starting position from San Francisco to go up north towards Seattle, Washington. Alright, same thing like last time, so I hope I could probably have to adding up with some different kinds of amenities related to the Chinese New Year. But especially to have a gold tire is going to be quite very good to be having a fortune moment. But that's right folks, because One Shall Remain is going to be a very good best place to celebrate in Year of the Rabbit ever since in the month of February. Just going to be ready and go for having a cold themed condition ready up and face the winter. Now let's go and rev it up onto the limit. Alright, looks like the music is about to kick up. Just going to take the right side of the highway to go enter in the Golden Gate Bridge. Here comes the fireworks, just to be exactly, and go for the combination. Much more fantastic like last time ever since we've been started out to be in episode 2 in the 7 Motorflix season. Okay, well, the traction is still doing fine, but I can still get enough speed. Alright, just going to go side by side to do a slalom on the bus stops. Going well, proceed. Checkpoint going check and clear. Maybe I should probably have to change the traction to turn off. Okay, good recovery. Just gonna to stay mobility. Push the limits. Go well and brace. Okay, there's the T intersection. Just going to pass by. Keep going straight. Well, man, gonna have to keep it together because that one might have to lose a good grip. So let's go for the shortcut to get things through. By the way, viewers, one shall remain was used to have a normal deemed condition. But good thing in the live summon because it's about to go for having a winter face-up as winter season comes by before at the end of the season in 2023 before spring will be coming in. But very good job to be on the halfway mark. Here comes the jump. Going airborne and stay in a good straight line position to save a good nitro gauge by 50% extra. Checkpoint clear. Gonna have to keep driving. Now entered in the Southern Cascades. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be a much more winter-tastic and Lunar New Year altogether. But good thing the celebration has already over, so this event will be entered at any time whenever you're welcome. Almost there to be at 80%. So I wonder how the recording progress is doing. I'm still thinking some concerns about some skipping part as a glitch. Okay, there you go. Checkpoint clear. Gonna have to stay careful. Okay, looks like the blizzard is about to be coming in soon. 10% to go remaining. Alright, very good job. I can't say the driving physics is going to be quite very toughen up and almost lose control. But in the meantime, because the next update we might need to do some changes. So here I am. First place, minute on time to have a good first attempt total to be exactly near at 97,332 points. But it was alright because I just did my best and just gonna have to try to keep a good hold in the traction as we're about to go entered in blizzard warning in event number 2. Let's have a good check. Alright, so 3 signs to have some blizzard, wind direction, and even of course to have some traffic vehicles. I guess I'll have to take that and gonna have to go back to the options and switched up to have a different parts to be well exchanged. Okay, looks like the Ferrari 488 Pista is good to go. Perhaps, maybe I should probably have to go and carry out to have some exchange part to the McLaren P1 Gold Line Edition. Okay, there it is. Pro settings. Yeah, I kinda forgot to be honest because the traction control is being set to off. Now all I have to do is gonna turn it back on to have a very good, excellent, well stable driver to be added. Just like driving in the Lamborghini Rebellion from last week. So up we go and entered blizzard warning in Blizzard Rush number 2. Using the Ferrari 488 Pista will be at the ready, nitro chemist check, and good to go before enter to be participate in Mountain Gods in event number 3. So good thing that having 5 events will be start out to have 1 event at a time will be going in to be all in order.
3, 2,
Perhaps I kind of think that
1.
maybe I should probably might have to do this if I could probably have to get set to be ready to roll out. Alright, so never mind that. I should probably have to keep racing and gonna have to go focusing to have the 3 signs in order. Boy, looks like the strong winds might be quite kicking up a bit. Just gonna stay in a good exact top speed by the limit. Almost there. Gonna have to keep going and stay on the main top speed by over 200 miles per hour. I cannot believe I just felt like that, just like racing in the dust storm from Into the Storm. But same pattern and different element, just like gonna have to go for a heated temperature. But this one is about to go for having a cold temperature in Blizzard Rush. I might gonna have to be extra careful to push through and punch the winds to go at it. Okay, very good. Need traction to stay stable. Here comes the next direction to be on the shortcut. Coming in. Cut through. Good recovery, just to be planned. Okay, looks like 40% in the progression. Just gonna have to push through and go for the halfway mark. I can't say because the hypercars is about to get much more heated up to see it. Watch out for any obstacles because there might be some buried snow. Oh boy, that was so close. So very close to face up many obstacles to avoid any contact. Come on, just gonna have to keep pushing. More nitro. Watch for any directions. Gonna have to keep going. Just race and fight inside of the blizzard. So I really hope the boys is gonna be like to hear this message. People are gonna have to be coming in. But only in the normal event, not in the theme summon. Alright, very good. Just going to keep pushing. No more obstacles on the Avenue Highway. Slow in, fast out. Finish line is almost there, but not yet far. Only one more checkpoint to go. Not yet. Looks like this is it. Finish line is now going clear. 3 minutes, 36.649 seconds is now going clear. Alright, so looks like almost close enough because the traction is now going back to be on the main default. 94,178 points. That should be needed to have a follow-up checkup to have number 2 to be listed. Alright, so looks like that should be quite giving some more points to be needed and having some escape on the Canyonlands. So what else should I have to do next on event number 3? Mountain Gods. Alright, so looks like that should be a very good place to start. Just gonna go double check again on the menu just to be reminded. Alright, 488 Pista is done for having a Nitro Chemist and switch on over to the Bugatti EB110 Super Sport Anodized Edition. Alright, let's do this. Time to try out with a very good retro classic Bugatti hypercar since the 1990s will be at the go. Just like all kinds of high performance Bugatti vehicles, but it should be quite very good to have the 1992 model to be going up and marked to be in the per level in 320. I just adding up with some vanities to be putting up with some different styles that related to the anodized edition according to the main part of the update. 1158 horsepower and the top speed 280 miles per hour. Handling is going semi-expert. So let's see how the difference is going to be quite very full modified version to the EB110. Let's go for the countdown in 3 seconds and wait for the descent for having a good drive in the street race discipline in the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 interception unit. Yeah, looks like it's all pumped up to go. Fully anodized and race on in to have some main obstacles in Blizzard Rush number 3. I can't say because this looks so fully modified to the original Bugatti EB110. But after all, because this looks very anodized to be looked up and be prepared to have the same edition to be served as a. So we're coming in onto the tracks. Make that jump. Going entered, back on the road. Here comes up the road. So beautiful to be coming out from the blizzard because the snow comes alive for having a good place to be in the mountain states. Gonna have to switch on inside of this interior view. So on the inside of the interior view for the Bugatti EB110 Super Sport is actually to have a very good retro technology to be made in 1992. But very good to have a much excellent usage to have these kinds of different features that used on the original. But this is going to be a very good drivable on the anodized edition as part of Blizzard Rush update as a continuation. Nitro is good to go. Gonna have to be on the lookout for any kinds of park rangers to be sirened around by the patrol. I can't say because this race is almost to be similar to Fight the Dust and the Aftermath. But in the winter season, that's where the snow comes in, but I can't say that there might be some reports coming in from the West Coast in California. I can't say because there might be some snow coming in on each part whenever you might gonna have to watch the weather channel. Okay, gonna have to go much more aggro because losing control equals having some serious handling problems. But I might need to shape up my strategy so I could probably have to go clean racing. There's a good straightaway. Gonna have to go up. Keep pump up the nitro to stay at it. Gonna have to go climb the mountains, follow the signs, and follow each part of the route. Okay, that's one hairpin to be going up the hill. Clean turn and oh boy, that was the moose. Just really passed by a second ago. Just roaming around randomly. Okay, looks like there you go. Finish line is just right over here. And there you go, folks. Blizzard Rush number 3 is check and complete. Boy, looks like tough handling comes in to have some tough matters. But almost to be at least to get up onto 100,000 points. But follow-up catch-up number 3 to be added to my list. But the main outcome is going to get much more slightly to stay stronger to be kick it up and stay boosted up on the nitro. So let's have the details. So my record is 3 minutes 39.817 seconds. But I'll have to come back again after finishing up to have the last 2 events. So let's go to the descent for driving the interception unit in the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4. I've been waiting for so long after 2 years of waiting because another interception unit to be part in the street race discipline is a good to go. By the per level as the original in 280 that has 818 horsepower and the top speed 228 miles per hour. Distance as I've been ever tried out to be on the test drive because it looks so Japanese amazing to this cop car to be well served to be part in the main update until being returned as well. Alright, so time to get serious and get real because one Mitsubishi cop car will be joining session to be racing in Blizzard Rush to see how it goes. Countdown in 3 seconds and wait for the sirens will be turned on. Alright. 1 police car versus 7 hypercars will be on the showdown. How amazing is that to see how a classic Japanese cop car to be racing in America to be added to the game. But I hope you guys have already got this car because this is going to be my first time ever to be used it as the official car collector. Just going to make sure to be on the main turns to have some part of the tunnels to be followed by the routes. So follow the 3 signs as we're about to go enter in Blizzard Rush event number 4. The red line is about to get much more follow the trail. Much more challenging and go complexity. Okay, looks like I just got a little bit stutter out. But I still got this. Just going to keep racing and watch the icy terrain. But very good, excellent classic cop car to be putting up as part of the interception unit to be using in the chase event. Only a normal street racing event like this one as a combo event during the part of the live summon. But same thing like the interior view for the Mitsubishi 3000 GT BR4. Originally to be classed as a Mitsubishi GTO twin turbo in Japan. I can't say because there might be some other Japanese cop cars might be quite very good to be served as treated to be having some very good different modification to be giving a good respect to the Japanese law enforcement. Here comes the hairpin onto the next turn. Twisty road. I know this is going to be the best part. If I could probably have to do some drifting, but just gonna have to go focusing to be on a racing objective to get over by over and under 100,000 points. And go high speed on the chase. Alright, very good. Looks like driving skill is going well improved to be facing in many obstacles on the icy road terrain. Ooh, so very close. Just gonna have to kick it back up. Exiting onto the halfway mark. Let's go off the road, and here comes the downhill for taking an airborne jump. Okay, let's slow down, going proceed, and entering in the Glacier Park. Well, I can't say because there might be some structure sign for this related event. It's going to be quite so very cool to enter. But only one event at a time must be finished before proceed on to the next event to be having a main focus to do a racing legathon. Heads up, just going to pass through on the obstacles, coming through to have the next turn. Very tough time. Okay, very good. Have the police nitro to go having a good effect. Okay, let's make that good turn. Almost there and arriving in St. Mary in the Mountain States. 4 minutes, 4.488 seconds is now going clear. Let's have a good activity performance results. 114,138 points. Now that's a very good, excellent Mitsubishi cop car to be driving in the US. Good job, you guys. Looks like I know you did so far out there, but only one more event to go. One more event is the Black Hills Secret. Looks like it all comes down to this, because it's been so long we're having a countdown as we're about to go commence. So watch and learn as I'm about to be ready to choose the best one and only hypercar to be listed up and get prepared for having a very good, excellent Gold Line edition by using the McLaren P1 to have the same title as a very good golden rare opportunity. But I've been waiting to test this baby out. Very good, excellent, different style and trim to be colored in gold. But I hope I could probably have to get the standard edition to the same McLaren P1 after beating Tio in the keys to the city. So let's get ready to roll and have the final 3 signs at the end of the second episode in Motorflix Season 7. So let's get it on and go face up to have the cold winter condition to be race up and face the terrain. This looks so very kick butt to see this unique modification to the McLaren P1. Very good to have a hybrid vehicle, and a mid-engine layout is going to be quite very much more excellent that compares to the F1 and the Speedtail. But look on the inside into this interior view. It looks so very advanced technology to be driving inside of the McLaren P1 to be well placed up onto the left hand side interior view. But there is also to have the number of gears of transmission when you're driving the P1. But it looks so very amazing to have the RPM speed. It turns out to becoming very different. So we're about to be coming in onto the first tunnel. Keep driving in. Smash any objects will get in the way. Okay, good turn. Just gonna have to stay on in to be on the 4th gear of the transmission. Fifth gear by the automatic. I can't say because I really like the Gold Line addition to the McLaren P1. It's absolutely very well unique. But it was part of Into the Storm update in Episode 1 in Motorflix Season 7, as we're about to have Into the Storm event for only 5 street race event. But very good to be exclusive for having hypercars in Blizzard Rush that takes place. So heads up, just gonna have to take some tight turns to go much more, overcome many obstacles to face many fears. Pulling up the brake. Checkpoint going clear. Alright, looks like there's the moose in the street. Gonna have to dodge it. We're almost there to the hideout. That's where the finish line is gonna be located. Final stretch. Here we go. Let's head inside to the tunnel. Yeah, looks like this is gonna be so very thrilled to be amazed by coming out and exit to go back outside. Successful and 2 minutes 45 seconds to be adding up with a decimal in 0.439. But absolutely doing great out there for having one race to be tried out with a Gold Line edition in the McLaren P1. Great work and best racing winter moments in Blizzard Rush, everybody. Wow, I can't say that I just made it on time to be in 1,083,706 points and rank 5,850 place. So awesome, so very chill, and much more very fantastic to have the 3 signs in every 5 events as part of Blizzard Rush in Episode 2. So what do you guys think about having 5 events to be related to have Blizzard Rush event to have 3 different signs? For me, ever since I've been never tried out to have Blizzard Warning, Mountain Gods, The Descent, that would be a very good best 3 events that I've never been to. But especially to have One Shall Remain ever since in Rabbids Party of Legend as a crossover live summon, and the Black Hill Secret from Under the Radar with the same theme summon. But very good job, you guys. Very good job, and all I need to do is gonna have to take 5 events will be needed as a follow-up catch-up before coming up. We'll be doing one more event in the rerun of Road Samurai. But I can't wait to get the Black Knight edition of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution X that I just always been complaining. Well, I can't say it because it was a lot of fun and having a cold-tastic winter moment before spring will be coming up before the next update will have to come out soon enough. Alright folks, time to wrap this up before at the end of the video. It's been so long since I've been waiting for having a very good best moment in Blizzard Rush after been participating for the last 4 events and set to be uploaded because of the interruption of 2 or 3 seconds. All I could do is gonna have to deal with it, live with it, and move on. So let's find out if I could probably have to make 100% perfection to see how no interruption to see how it looks like. Or just gonna have to be focusing and gonna have to do a follow-up catch-up, so I could probably have to be updated to get back onto the main platinum position to be on a different rank by the numbers. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for a notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Deviant Art, Twitter, Instagram, GT Planet, and more for see for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.